Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my second ever guessing your fragrance based off of your selfie, or a fragrance that I recommend for you based off of the vibe you give off, your selfie, your outfit, the whole entire picture. What kind of fragrance I think would be best for you. There's no like really defined boundaries on this, but that's how I'm going to play it, angle it. Thank you to everyone that submitted a selfie for this video. I really appreciate your participation, and I am so sorry if I missed anyone. I searched through every single message request folder that I had on Instagram looking for these submissions, so I'm pretty sure I got everyone, but if I missed yours, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. But let's jump into it with the first selfie. This is by Joe Anthony. And once again, we're just gonna go off of the vibe of the picture, the outfit, the occasion. Joe is looking very put together, very nifty. It's like a nice all black look, kind of dressy with the cool shades. So for this kind of look, I'm thinking something elegant and bright, because Joe is pretty cool, so he's not gonna want something just like typical elegant. He's gonna want something that is done a little more modern. And so for Joe, I'm going to go with Trace by Scentologia. I think this would be an excellent choice for you. It's strong, it's loud, it has a classic DNA, but it's also a little different. Very elegant, but something modern and kind of electric about it. I think it's a great choice for you, Trace. So next, we have a photo from Blaine, and I see Blaine in all of my premieres and all my live chats, so I know that he loves Pacha de Cartier Edition Noir. So to go along with something like that, he seems to like things that aren't so typical designer, but something that's a little more put together. Basically something that smells expensive. I don't know why, but just looking at this picture, I have a feeling that you should try Tobacco Rose by BDK. I don't know what it is just about this selfie. This is elegant, but it's also very cool and fun and different for a man. It's not your typical designer freshy fragrance. There is a lot of rose here, that tobacco of course, and I think that this combination of this freshness with the spice and the rose is just going to work really well on you. Definitely check out Tobacco Rose for you, Blaine. And so next, of course, we have the queen herself, Michelle. What would I recommend for Michelle? Just the skankiest, dirtiest, most obnoxious oud fragrance on the planet. The one fragrance that is too strong for everyone else on earth, I think Michelle would like. So for Michelle, I would pick Oriental by Xerjoff. There's just something about this. Of course, it's oud dominant, very heavy, but it's kind of a fun chocolatey oud. And I was in the Dubai Mall with her smelling fragrances from, I think, Arabian Oud, Spirit of Dubai, places like that have boutiques in the Dubai Mall. And this was really the kind of scent profile that she seemed to really like light up for. These are fragrances that she was showing me that she loved the most. So I think that this combination, it's just, I don't want to say it's skanky, but it's not going to be for everyone. There is something that's very nice too, like a chocolatey kind of vibe mixed with this oud. Very oriental, very spicy, very strong and sexy. And in the air, this thing is unreal. Oriental by Xerjoff. Okay, so next we have Alexandra. The vibes that I get from this photo, very cool. She likes a little bit of color. And I don't know why I see the picture and everything is kind of cool toned, but for some reason I feel like she is someone that would like to wear very pinky perfumes. And I do follow her on Instagram. I do know a little bit about her taste. Her Instagram is eaudalex. And what I would recommend for you, Nishane's Vain and Naive. No, not just because of the name, because I was suckered into buying it because of the name. Well, at least suckered into trying it because of the name. I'm a real sucker for marketing sometimes. But this fragrance here, I think it really fits your vibe. It's very fruity and very fun. There's plum in here. It's very fresh and fruity and musky, super musky. And there's just something about it that when I look at your photo, this is the very first fragrance that pops into my mind, Vain and Naive. But also another fragrance that if you want something a little more warm, like something warming and spicy, Infinite Sky I think would work really well for you by Estee Lauder. It's a very slightly gourmand vanilla, very spicy, very warm, just a really cozy, beautiful vanilla. It kind of gives sweeter Baby Cat kind of vibes, not necessarily leathery like Baby Cat, but it just kind of has that same vibe, and Baby Cat is kind of hard to find, so this is definitely one I think would work really well for you too. Infinite Sky by Estee Lauder. Okay, so next we have one from Hershel. And I don't know, just based off of your outfit and the glasses, you look like very fun. For you, I would recommend something, I don't know why, just looking at your photo, I think Imaginary Authors, and I actually don't have a bottle of it, but I really want to get a bottle of it. I am just picturing Slow Explosions on you, but also another one that is really good with some saffron is Cavort by Fragrance Du Bois. I think this one would really match your style. It's kind of like a leathery saffron. Really the best offering of that kind of scent profile. I know that a lot of places, a lot of houses do that, kind of like leathery saffron vibe, but I think that Cavort does it the best by Fragrance Du Bois. It's so good. It's kind of like Black Saffron by Byredo, but just a lot better. So next we have Matilda. Something very summery, very floral, very girly, I think would work for you. I think for you, I would recommend, the first fragrance that pops into my mind for you, Matilda, is Ylang in Gold Nectar by Micallef. I don't know, it's just something about this very creamy, beautiful ylang coconut vibe that just, I don't know, looking at this picture, I get your aura. It's very bright, good vibes, happy mood. I definitely think this one would match your vibe. But also something a little fruitier would be Ambrosia Imperial by Navitus. This actually has a very unique banana note, and I don't know, just looking off of your picture, you seem to be like a very free spirit, and I think that this would be the perfect unique fragrance. Okay, so next up from Talk and Review, we have Nick. First thing that comes to my mind looking at your picture, you seem very well groomed, someone that cares about their appearance and wants a fragrance to not necessarily be the star of the show, but just something to just pull everything all together, if you know what I mean. So for you, I'm going to recommend one of my favorite designer fragrances for men. Amazing, affordable option. Pasha de Cartier Edition Noir. Just the ultimate classic scent profile, but done in a way that is perfect for all ages, really all occasions. It's a really great, elevated, elegant, everyday type of scent, and I don't know why, just when I see your picture, that is what I picture you wearing and really enjoying. But we could go in an opposite direction. If you'd like to try something strong, just beast mode, total opposite end of the spectrum, but something that just gives you a giant kick, I think you would also really rock Vibrato by Sospiro really well. That grapefruit, ginger, zingy vibe I think would work amazing on you. Oh, this fragrance is so sexy. It's so sexy. This fragrance is just killer, and I've been seeing a lot of my viewers commenting that they've been buying it on Max Aroma with my discount code lately, and oh my god, guys, I am going to need a second bottle of this soon. This fragrance is just, God, I can't stop wearing it. It's so good. So yes, Nick, for you, Vibrato, and just for anyone else watching this, Vibrato is a fragrance that you need to try. I got Vibrato in my mouth. It smells good, doesn't really taste very good. Okay, next up we have Jake. All right, so I get a couple different vibes from you. One, you're definitely very well dressed, very well groomed. You liked fitted clothing. You are very put together, and you like, I don't know, I just also kind of get like, you like to go out, like New York City, going out bar hopping kind of vibes from you. So I have a couple different options for you. The first one, just what this selfie screams to me, all black outfit, the hair, the necklace, everything fucking fabulous by Tom Ford. This just seems to be totally your vibe. A nice leather scent, but a little different than any other typical leather scent. It has a bitter almond, kind of has a little bit of a soapy vibe as well. It is literally fucking fabulous. Like, they killed it with the name of this, and I think this fragrance on top of that whole look would just be killer. So good. But also for you, I would recommend Hautaine by Parfums Marly. There's just something about your look that is so elegant, and Hautaine is just, it is just a killer fragrance. It's an oud fragrance, so it's automatically a little different than what everyone else wears, but it has a praline note. It's a little gourmand. It's very fresh, has some lavender and clary sage. It is so sexy. It's one of my all-time tops for men, and I think this fragrance would just, wow, you would hit this one out of the park wearing this. You need to try Haltane. That's all I'm gonna say, Jake. So next we have Dale. Based off of your selfie, you look very kind. It looks a little cooler, like it kind of looks like you're out in the Midwest, maybe like the Northeast. So something weather appropriate for you. It is a classic, but I think it would smell amazing on you. Spice Bomb Extreme by Victor and Rolf. It's a classic, but there is a reason that everyone is obsessed with this one. And then another option for a kind of cooler weather occasion, I think, would be Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum, which is, this one I think might even be a little better than Spice Bomb Extreme because this is a very warm and cozy scent that is just delicious and so good. Okay, so next we have Lakshya. I don't want to butcher your name, I'm sorry. And you look like you are just carefree. You are the life of the party. You just like to sit back, relax, have a drink, and you're fun and outgoing. For you, I picture something a little more fun but fresh. Definitely something like Le Male Les Parfums. Just based off of the photo, it looks like you would have a very strong personality. Definitely a strong enough personality to pull off a fruitier, more fun fragrance. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, if we want to go with something a little more classic manly, I could also see you rocking something like a classic rose oud, like More Than Words by Xerjoff. Okay, so next we have Lalit. And this is a lot to take in. The hair, the outfit, the pin, the watch. Looks like you're in some like very luxurious, expensive car, the sunglasses. You want something that is loud and different. You would want to wear something that would grab attention. So what I would recommend for that. So for you, I would actually recommend Basso by Sospiro. It's a little different than Vibrato. It's a little more masculine, I think, but still very strong. It kind of has that same grapefruit kind of zingy DNA. But another one that I would recommend that's not quite as fresh would be Zafar by Omen Luxury. This is kind of it's an interesting take on a rose oud, but it's very strong. It's something that is going to project like crazy. It's going to be getting all the attention, turning heads left and right, and very elegant and very pretty. There's a little bit more oud than rose, and I think it will make you stand out and you will smell just delicious with this one. Zafar by Omen Luxury. So next we have a selfie from Jonatan. I picture something beachy, something very like easygoing. You seem like a very easygoing guy. So something to match this outfit and your vibe. I think for you, I would recommend something along the lines of 40 Knots by Xerjoff, this amazing, unique, aquatic scent with a little bit of this salty algae vibe. It's just, oh, this guys, you know this one is one of my favorites as well. So unique. When you wear 40 Knots, you're not gonna smell like anyone, but at the same time, this is one of those fragrances that you can dress up or you can wear very casually if you want, especially if it's like summertime, kind of a beachy vibe. But also two other ones that I think would work really well with your vibe would be Gian Tonic by Mikolev. It's boozy, it's refreshing. But then another one that I think would be really great for you is Saint Julip by Imaginary Authors. This is a really nice, sweet, a little boozy, fruity, very fresh, very sweet, attention grabbing and loud and very sexy. I still smell vibrato in the air. So next we have a selfie from Julia. I love your hair color, by the way. I don't know why, it's like I've always wanted to be a redhead. For you, I don't think I would recommend a typical floral kind of scent. I think for you, I would recommend something a little different. Something along the lines of Electric Cherry by Tom Ford. It's a very strong cherry scent that is a little different than what anyone else has. I would also recommend for you something like Of the Immortals by Zaharoff. I don't know, there's just something about your photo. I think you would really appreciate something with this scent profile. Very cozy, a little boozy with some coconut and coffee. Oh, this one is just so delicious. Like, this is the ultimate gourmand. I don't know why, just based off this selfie, I picture more of a gourmand fragrance for you than something just typically floral, you know what I mean? I think those are two really great options for you if you want something that is a little different. So next we have, I'm guessing that your name is Josh, based off of your username. And I don't know why the very first thing that pops into my mind when I see your selfie is Versace Eros Flame. Has that kind of typical Eros DNA, but done better. I don't know why. Eros Flame is my favorite out of all of them. It still has that kind of mintiness to it. It has a little spice, but it's in a very fresh way. Like the first time that I smelled this, I was like, wait, what? Because I was expecting something to be really dark and spicy, but this is still that fresh Eros mintiness, but with a little bit of spice. Perfect for you. Versace Eros Flame. Really any of the Eros I think would be good for you. Next we have a photo from Aiden. Now, of course, my very first instinct is Tony Iommi by Xerjoff. Just a leather jacket, kind of rock and roll vibes. Tony Iommi is definitely a good one for you, but also another recommendation would be Rouge Smoking by BDK. A cherry cola vibe. I don't know, you seem like just with that whole outfit, I think that something like Rouge Smoking on top of it would be very cool and very like attention grabbing. It would be very appropriate for that outfit. Fizzy, sexy, cherry cola, Rouge Smoking. So next we have one from Louis. And a fragrance that I think would work really well for you is the new Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum, because one, I think the scent profile would just work great on you, but you also look a little bit younger. Not that this is a necessarily younger scent profile, but it is a little more affordable, but still so good. I mean, I have said this a few times now, like I was so blown away by this because I'm not a huge fan of the original Mont Blanc Explorer. It's so good. This kind of like this herbaceous kind of crisp, just something very unique about it, and it's so sexy, so good on a man. Every man watching should try this one out. Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. Okay, so next we have Alexander. The word guitar is literally in his username, so once again we're gonna recommend Tony Iommi Monkey Special Black Sabbath collaboration with Xerjoff. This fragrance is a little pricey, but it is so worth it. Just imagine this, okay? Strong patchouli, there's caramel, vanilla, there's a passion fruit note, and leather, very rock and roll, very bad boy, very, very, very sexy and loud. This is one of the best performing fragrances out there. You will have a scent trail all day long and people will be wondering, what the hell is that guy wearing? Tony Iommi by Xerjoff. So next we have Helio. All right, so I don't know why, but based off the lighting in this, people might look at it and think it's sunny, but for me, I think it looks cold. I don't know. I grew up in central Illinois. That is kind of like the lighting that you would get in the winter. So I'm assuming that it's cold out there. So for you, for the colder weather, I would recommend Invictus Victory Elixir. It kind of goes in the same direction as Le Beau, Le Parfum, but it's a little bit warmer. And then for a cozier option, Herod by Parfums de Marly, a beautiful vanilla tobacco scent, very warm and cozy and very, very sexy, inviting. So next we have my beautiful friend and YouTuber, Kelsey, Revs de Fragrance. You guys have seen her on my channel before. She is an angel. I already know all the things that she likes, so I would recommend for Kelsey, really anything from Miller Harris. I think that Kelsey would like. I still need to have her try these, but I think she'd actually like the new Hydra Figue. This is a very cool new floral fig scent. Scherzo is a beautiful rose oud. She has introduced me to so many of my favorite fragrances, but I guess what I would say, Kelsey, you definitely need to try is Iris Faub by Atelier des Ors. I don't know why, this is just one that I think you would really like because I know you like things like Starlight, you like gourmands. This is kind of like going in the direction of Starlight, but with a lot of iris, and it is so good. Oh my God, you guys, I have been so in love with this one since getting a bottle of it in New York. It is just so addicting, and I'm going to be wearing it for the rest of the year. Fall, winter, this is going to be my go-to. So next we have a photo from Jan. I'm guessing that's your name, it's just your username. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right, or if that's not your name at all, but I can only go off of the information provided. I guess where you look, it doesn't really look like Florida. It looks kind of like Australia or like the Northeast or something. I don't know, something about the rocks and those trees in the background, but it looks warm because you're wearing short sleeves. So for your vibe, something aquatic. Let's see. I don't know why your picture is kind of giving me like Trust Fund Baby vibes. So what is my Trust Fund Baby fragrance that I always recommend? Sedley by Parfums de Marly. I think this is the perfect one for you. It's a combination of that fresh minty, perfect for like a summer day aquatic scent, but also screams money. There's something very rich about this. That is the kind of vibe that I get from this fragrance, and I think you'll love it. Sedley by Parfums de Marly. But another Parfums de Marly that I think you would like would be Greenly. It's kind of, it's not the same direction as Sedley, but this one has a very beautiful green apple opening. It's a little soapy too, more in like a shower gel type of scent, but still very elegant like all Parfums de Marly. And I think Greenly would be really great for you as well. I don't know, you just look like a guy that would love Parfums de Marly. So next we got Chris. He has got the suit going on, the all black look, the shades, everything, the fedora. He's looking sharp, and a fragrance that I think, I don't know why. With you, Chris, I'm also thinking something, I'm gonna go in a different direction than you think I'm gonna go. For this vibe, this outfit, I have a couple different things here. First one, Island Lush by Goldfield in Banks. This is a very woody, kind of oody scent. It's a very dominant sandalwood fragrance, and I don't know why, but this spice and the sandalwood and the oodiness, I think would just kill it with this outfit. I think this would shine really well on you. But another direction that would go really well, I think, would be something like Absolute Aphrodisiac, a very beautiful, very sensual, deep vanilla. I love it because it's a little bit contrasting, because I feel like with this outfit, it's a very strong look. This would kind of go in a different direction than what people would be expecting, but it would work really well. All right, so now we get a couple. I'm gonna recommend, this is a combination that I've wanted to recommend for a couple for so long, and that's a video idea that I've been wanting to do as well. What would be a good combination? So for you two, you guys are a very beautiful couple. For the man, I would recommend Apple Brandy on the Rocks. And for you, the women, I would say Overture Woman. These two go hand in hand so well. They both have that boozy apple aspect. Apple Brandy on the Rocks is very fun for a man because there's some freshness, there's pineapple, and there is just something about Overture Woman. It is one of the most seductive fragrances on the planet. It is so, on a woman, this fragrance just instantly hypnotizes men, drives men absolutely nuts. It is just, you have to take my word for it. It is one of the sexiest fragrances on earth, and it is my favorite amouage, hands down. So next we have Anna from the Scent Stylist. You look very classy, very sweet. I think an excellent recommendation for you would be Lady White Snake by Stefan Amberluca. This fragrance is just the epitome of class and beauty and elegance, all things that I think that you project from your photo. This is a fragrance that, especially with this outfit, it would really just pull it all together and just, oh my God, the scent trail on this as well. People will just be absolutely addicted to you. But another one that I think would really work well is Lovers by Fragrance du Bois. This is one that I just recently got in my collection, and I'm obsessed with this fragrance. It's so good. And I think with you particularly, it's very beautiful, a little floral, fruity, but not typical. It's plum and saffron. It's a little bit on the softer side as well. So if you want something that's not quite as strong as Lady White Snake, I think that this perfectly matches your aura. Lovers by Fragrance du Bois. So next we have Lott. I think you look like the sweetest person on the planet. I'm also getting a little bit of some pinky vibes from you. A fragrance that I think would really work well for you would be, for you, I would recommend Ralph Lauren Romance Parfum. This is just a timeless, classy scent, and I think would work really beautiful for you just based on your outfit, your aura. It's very pinky, it's very feminine, very inviting, very soft. Not soft as in it doesn't perform well, but it's just a very soft type of scent profile. I get kind of like this fluffy marshmallowy texture with it. I think that with your smile and your hair and your skin and your outfit, this would just be, I mean, you already look like a goddess, but this would just add even extra goddess appeal to you. Ralph Lauren Romance Parfum, not the eau de toilette, the parfum in the silver bottle. Now we have Brandon. Brandon likes to party. Brandon is out at the club. He's got his drink in his hand. I think Brandon, for you, I would recommend something very strong. And I'm gonna recommend some things that I don't think you would think that I would say, or something that you might not typically go for, but trust me. From Xerjoff, Symphonium. This is like a very orange chocolatey scent, and I don't know why. I think that this would really get a lot of attention for you. And just, I say it in many videos, women want to eat men that wear gourmand fragrances. You want to stand out and you want to get the attention of women, wear something gourmand and sweet. So Symphonium, very rich, very sexy, definitely will get some attention. But something else that is a guaranteed compliment getter, it never fails to get compliments, is a Cento Overdose. I know I feel like I'm talking about Xerjoff a lot, but it's just an amazing house. And this is a very strong kind of jasmine fruity scent, more floral than fruity, but this would be very unexpected and it will just, it blows off you. It's like a nuclear bomb. And when you're out in crowds and outside and it's hot and you're sweating, this will stick around all night long. So yeah, guys, that is all the selfies. Once again, thank you so much to everyone that submitted a selfie for this video. I love doing these kind of interactive, fun videos. And once again, if I missed your selfie, which I don't think I missed anyone, but if I did, I'm so sorry. And I will definitely have you in the next one. So let me know below in the comments if you guys like this type of video. What do you think about my recommendations? Am I crazy or am I spot on? Which one is it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.